This is a trigger warning. The content in our podcasts may be difficult to listen to. Please see the description for details.
The views expressed by any individual in this interview are entirely their own and are not necessarily shared by Denver Street Stories. Denver Street Stories is an active supporter in the LGBTQ+ community. We stand with the Black Lives Matter movement, and as intersectional feminists, we support equity and equality for all peoples. Denver Street Stories supports sovereignty and land back to indigenous communities. We strive to actively deconstruct oppressive colonialist structures. Denver Street Stories. These are our stories.
All right. Well, again, thank you for taking time to talk to us for a few minutes.
No problem.
Yeah, about you, about yourself. We pretty much just want to hear your story, and we're wondering if there's anything that you feel is really important for people to hear in regards to your experience or other unhoused people.
It's not fun. Being homeless is not fun at all.
Mm-hmm.
So.
And can I ask, I think you mentioned before that you've been experiencing this for a long time.
About 13 years.
13 years already, wow. Do you mind if I ask about your experience and why you're in this situation now?
Because I started smoking meth. I was clean, and my daughter's 25th birthday came up, and we got drunk, and I tested it and liked it and lost my business. I had a cleaning business for 10 years, and I lost it because of meth. That's why I'm here. So.
Well, and so now that you have been out on the streets, I think for, you said 13 years? Has there been, what have been some of your biggest challenges since?
People. Other people. Homeless people stealing from you.
Okay.
That's the worst thing. You're homeless and they steal from you.
Mm-hmm.
Why? Nobody knows, but they do it anyway.
I'm sorry to hear that.
Yeah. They don't get it from me no more, but I don't carry anything around too much anymore, so.
And that's because you've been stolen from is the reason
well,
why
because I've been stolen from and I stay with a friend, and I have my stuff stored there.
Oh, I'm really sorry to hear that.
But people steal from there too, so he lets them in. So I just been packing it away in boxes and stuff so they can't get into it. So that when I ever do, if I ever do get in my own place, I'll have stuff,
Oh, that makes sense.
Yeah.
That's good. So you're able to keep your stuff somewhere
for now.
For now, yeah. That's good. That's good. And so I also wanted to ask, with the weather getting colder, is that going to be challenging for you? I know you've been, experiencing this for a long time, but do you have things that you can do to protect yourself in the cold?
I mean, the people where he lives, they give me a hard time every now and then. I'm actually on the trespassing list, but according to the police, I'm not a trespasser. I've established residence because I get mail there, so that was a good thing on my part.
Yeah, but with this colder weather, do you think you do?
Yes.
You do? Oh, that's really wonderful.
I've established residence according to the police, but according to the management, no. But I'm going with the police, so.
Yeah, I mean, if you're able to stay there, that's really wonderful.
Because that's the law anywhere, really. When you stay with somebody and you get mail, you've established residence, no matter where you live.
Yeah. Well, I'm
glad
glad
you didn't know that.
Yeah. Well, I'm glad to hear you have somewhere to at least keep warm during this weather.
Thank you. Well, yeah, I have a cat too, so.
Oh, yeah. You do have a cat?
I do.
That's really cool.
I raised her outside.
Oh,
in the winter.
Wow.
I've had her since she was in the palm of my hand, and she had one eye open.
Oh, wow. That's really cool. What's her name?
She's Mama.
Oh.
She's huge now. She's 2.
That's awesome.
So, yeah.
And she's able to stay inside?
She's able to do whatever she wants.
That's great.
She's spoiled.
Well, I'm glad to hear that. It must be nice to have someone to keep you company.
That's my baby, yeah. I love her.
And did you mention you had kids? Do you mind me asking about
yeah, they're all
your
grown
kids?
up, though. I have 3 daughters, 37, 35, and 30. 8 grandkids from 16 to 4.
And do you mind me asking, do you still see your kids? Do you still communicate with them ever?
No. They all live in different states.
Oh, all right.
Yeah.
And
I talk to them on the phone, especially my youngest.
And how long have you been here in Colorado? Can I ask?
Since I was 9 years old.
Oh, wow.
I'll be 57 next month.
Oh, wow. That's a long time.
Yeah.
Do you like it here? Do you think it's
Not anymore,
a good place to live?
to be honest. I don't. Not anymore. It's too expensive.
Yeah.
The people are rude. They're
Mhm.
just, it's not like it was when I was a kid.
Yeah, I mean, yeah, it's gotten really, really expensive now that so many people have moved here and are continuing
Since they
to move here.
legalized.
Mm-hmm.
I'm not against it. I mean, just,
Yeah.
that's just when it got expensive, and they just raised prices on everything again. So,
Mhm.
if you didn't notice that, they did.
And that makes it even harder for
It
people
does.
who are experiencing homelessness because the prices on everything just keep going up and up.
Right. I mean, McDonald's doesn't even have a dollar menu anymore.
I didn't know
No, they don't. Nobody does. There's no dollar menus anymore. In fact, their $3 bundle isn't $3; it's $3.50.
Oh, wow. Can I ask where you are able to get food? Are you still able to get it from like McDonald's,
I go to the
even
store.
though it's
I go to
more
McDonald's.
expensive?
I go wherever I
Okay.
want.
That's good. And have you been at this area, at this spot for a while now, or?
Oh yeah,
Mm-hmm.
off and on for, gosh, I don't know, probably 6 years or so.
Oh, wow. Has it been a pretty good area?
Not really.
No. Oh, I'm sorry.
I
to
just
hear
like
that.
it because nobody else comes here. You know,
That makes sense.
they might now, but
So I was wondering, can I ask if there is anything that you would want to tell people who aren't experiencing homelessness about like your individual experience, or just something you want them to know?
it probably would be nice if they would help out a little more.
Mhm.
You know, instead of putting us down. But
Mhm.
sometimes it's not our fault. Sometimes it is. In my case, it was my fault that I'm homeless. But there's people out here where it wasn't their fault. I mean, there's handicapped people out here that's, I don't understand why they're out here.
Well, I don't think anyone deserves to not have a place to live.
Well, I don't either, but
Yeah.
that's, I don't know if it's just Colorado or if it's everywhere, but
It seems
Yeah.
to be an especially big issue in
I am
Colorado.
going through the coalition to get a place, so
Oh, you are? That's really good.
yeah.
I'm glad you have that resource
Yeah.
to be able to use.
There's
Have
lots
you-
of
yeah,
resources, there
yeah.
really is.
Have you been able to like use a lot of the resources that are there for people who are experiencing homelessness in Denver?
No, because I think that there's other people that need it more than I do, I guess,
Oh.
believe it or not.
Is that because you haven't like actually gone to seek them out, or is it because they're not
Part
able
of
to
it.
help you?
Part of it is just because I'm disabled, but I'm not disabled, you know, so I don't know.
Mm-hmm.
How has your experience been with going to a methadone clinic? Are you still using meth, or are you able to?
A heroin addict,
Oh, so
that's
okay.
what it's about.
Say again. Say again.
That's what part of methadone is about.
Oh, you're right. You're right. I'm sorry.
Yeah, it's for heroin addicts. It's for people who do pills that are in pain, whatever, you know.
Like opiates.
That's what it's for. Yeah, opiates,
Ha-
exactly.
Are you still using, or has that helped you?
Yeah, a little bit, but I'm almost to the point to where I'm gonna quit the heroin. So,
Yeah.
but yeah,
You said that they also provided a phone for you.
yeah, they don't do it for everybody anymore. That little program is over.
Oh, I got you.
I'm just one of the lucky ones that still has my phone.
That's pretty
Almost
legit,
everybody
though.
that had a phone doesn't have a phone. There's only like 2 or 3 of us, I think, that do.
Wow.
So that's because we really wanted a phone.
I'm sorry to hear that though.
Yeah, it's sad because they give you the phone and they paid for it, and people either lost them, they got stolen, or they sold them. So he's trying to tell me that my cat's his, and I said, don't go there. Don't go there with my cat. My cat loves me very much. She attacks me.
Oh.
She makes me bleed.
Oh no.
She would never do it to you all, but she does me, especially when she doesn't have her treats. She lets me know it's time for my treats.
Are we allowed to put the cat part in there?
Uh-huh.
Okay.
'Cause that's kind of
Oh,
Yeah, that's
my
really-
cat she's beautiful. I love my cat. She's black and
Aw.
white.
Oh.
She's got a diamond hourglass hair. She's got a bow tie, white bow tie right here.
Wow, she
She's
sounds
beautiful.
awesome. Well, I'm glad you've been able to have her with you at
Me
least.
too.
Yeah.
Her mom was found cut in half,
What?
Oh, what?
started on fire.
Oh my gosh, I'm so sorry to hear
Oh
that.
yeah, so are we.
Oh, that's terrible.
I wish I could have known the person that did it.
Oh my gosh.
This is wrong. The
Uh-huh.
brothers and sisters, we think, because of course there was probably more babies, but
Yeah.
we think the birds got them. And somehow she was just too smart and
Yeah.
hid. And,
So she
and 3
was
days
good.
later, they found her next to the dead mother.
Oh.
And knowing that
wow.
I was outside, they still called me because they know how I am with animals. And they called me and asked me if I would take her, and I said, hell yeah.
Oh, wow.
And I had an old lady argued with me that said I couldn't raise her outside. I said, why not? People raise dogs outside.
Mm-hmm.
Cats go outside.
Yeah.
Why can't I? I said, I'm not giving her to you.
Mm-hmm.
And a year later when she's seen, because she goes to my clinic too, a year later she's seen me and she said she apologized. Because she's
That's
seen
good.
my cat. She's the mascot
Well,
of the clinic.
I'm so glad you were able to save that
I
cat.
took her in there all the time
Yeah.
when she was little. I can't take her in there now because she's just too big.
Wow.
She's huge. She's probably about 20 pounds or so,
Oh, wow.
or more.
And when did you get her? Like, how long ago
2
was
years
this?
ago.
Oh, okay. Wow.
Yeah, it's been 2 years ago. She was up on Highline Canal by Exposition in Havana area, I guess. Down in that little creek or whatever.
Did you just see her?
I didn't. These other people did.
Someone seeked you out
Yeah.
specifically because they knew you were good with animals.
Uh-huh.
That's really
They
wonderful.
were walking by and seeing my dead mother and stuff and was trying
Oh.
to figure out what was going on. And
Yeah.
when they found her 3 days later, they asked me if I'd take her. And I said, yeah. I still have her.
Well, thank you for doing that. That's really
Yeah,
a lot
she's
of people
beautiful.
wouldn't.
Oh,
like, a
I
lot
had
of people
another
don't want
lady
to.
that tried to take her.
Oh, okay.
She thought I rescued her for her, and I said, no. I was told that you give out free shots for people in my situation. She said, I do. I said, okay, then why are you trying to take my cat? She says, I'm not. You get your cat back in a week. Okay, it doesn't take a week to give a cat shots
Yeah, what?
and spade her, you know.
Mm-hmm.
But okay. And she told her driver that came and picked up the cat that, because she's the one that actually thought I was rescuing the cat for them. And I told her, you better get your driver straight. It's not your guys' cat, it's mine. And so she told her, but a week later came and I didn't get my cat back. I called the police, and this police officer was really cool.
Oh.
He read the whole message that her and I had written back to each other on my phone, and he said, I'm off this weekend, you will have your cat. And she wouldn't answer the phone when he called and stuff, but that Sunday, I called her one more time to let her know that I was going to the police, and she said, I'm bringing your cat back to you. I said,
Oh.
when? She said, within the hour. I said, cool. She not only gave me my cat, when she seen the cat jump into my arms and give me a kiss on my mouth, she started crying.
Oh.
She said, I can't believe I tried to take her from you. I said, a second mother? Right. She's already been taken from one mother. Or one mother was already taken from her. Why would you want to do it again? And she ended up giving me $100 too.
Oh. Well, I'm really glad you were able to get her back.
Me
That's
too.
so that
That's
would have
twice
been
now that somebody tried to
devastating.
keep
Yeah.
her, you know?
That
She's
would've
that
been
pretty.
devastating.
She's beautiful. She's a good cat.
Yeah.
But she's mine. Don't try to take my cat. It's my cat, damn it. So, there you have it.
I feel like that's what we should put like under your picture is like, don't try to take my cat, God damn it.
Right.
Yeah.
'Cause, like, that sounds like that's like a little guardian angel.
It's like my
Yeah.
kid.
Yeah.
You know? My kids are growing up and gone. Now this is my another kid, you know? That's all I got.
Yeah, for me it's my dog, and it's like
Yeah.
they're
So
just
you
like
know
the
what I
most
mean.
important.
It
too,
is. She's
yeah.
so important. She's so spoiled. My other cats have been spoiled too, but not like her.
Oh.
She
Yeah.
gets hard food, dry, and wet food.
Oh my
She
God.
gets whatever the hell she wants. She's got a basket, I mean, 2 baskets actually, full of toys.
Oh. Wow.
She loves balls.
Uh-huh.
Those are her favorites. And she can hit them back to you. It's like playing soccer. She goes, she's good. She's
Yeah.
good.
That's awesome.
She is good at it. And she attacks my legs all the time if I don't give her her treats on time. I didn't have any for 3 days. Oh my God, I was going through hell.
Oh.
I was going through hell with her.
I can imagine.
She was just clawing the shit out of my legs.
Wow.
It's time, Mom. You know?
Oh my gosh.
She's got treats, and I try not to run out no more.
Yeah, I can see why.
Yeah, she's good, though. I love my cat. I'll
That's
show
so
you a picture
awesome.
when we're done.
Oh, good. Yeah. It would be awesome if you could send us a picture so we could put it up on the
Okay.
website. Yeah.
All right.
Can I say one?
I can do that.
Maybe like that could be something like if folks vibe with your story, they could donate money to you to help for cat treats.
Yeah.
That'd be
So that you never run out.
That'd be great.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Uh-huh.
That'd be awesome. Awesome, yeah.
Awesome. Well, yeah, you should send us a picture. She sounds like the
will.
best cat ever.
She's a good cat. I
That's so
love her.
wonderful.
I do. She walks around the block with me, too.
Oh.
No
That's
leash,
awesome.
no nothing.
Really?
Yeah.
Oh, that's so cool.
She likes to mess with me, though. I'll be going down here, and she won't be behind me, and I have to stop and say, Mama, come on, Mama. And I don't know where she's at, but I start walking back to look for her.
Uh-huh.
And she's just sitting there playing, looking at me. It's like, So then she'll come running if I say, okay, I'm leaving, bye. And I take off and she comes running.
My dog does
Oh,
the same
she's
thing.
so
That's so
cool.
funny.
She's the best. When I first became homeless, I had a little truck with 4 cats and a dog, a lab. And I would come out here and panhandle, and then I would go back to the truck, and Inglewood cops would watch me.
Oh.
And this one said, can I ask you a question? I said, I got a leash, I just don't use it. He said, no. He said, I don't have a problem with that. He said, I'm okay with it, but the other ones might not be, so you might want to carry it with you. I said, okay, cool. And I started to walk away. I thought that was his question, and he said, no. I said, okay. He said, how do you do that? And I said, do what? He said, you got single file. I said, I didn't do it, they did. I had the dog and 4 cats following behind me, walking wherever I went.
Really?
In the city of Inglewood.
Oh my gosh, you sound like an animal person. That's awesome.
I love them, I
Yeah.
do.
Sounds like you're really good with them and they like you.
Yeah. But that was a good experience, but I've lost them all.
Oh.
Friends actually stole the dog,
Oh, wow.
so-called friends. The cats, I feel like I abandoned them, but I didn't. But to them, I probably did. I was in the hospital,
Oh, well.
so I don't know where they are. One of them was in the truck when they towed the truck,
Oh,
so
that's
I
sad.
feel really bad about it.
I'm sorry to hear
I
that.
do, but there's nothing I can do about it. you
Yeah.
know?
Yeah.
I was in the hospital sick,
Yeah.
so
Yeah.
I couldn't help it.
Of course not, yeah.
Yeah.
And have you had like other cats or pets in the past?
She's the first one since,
Oh,
and probably the only one.
yeah.
I tried to have a playmate, but he started spraying the apartment, so I had.
Oh.
But if we get him fixed, because he's still around, if we get him fixed, I'm gonna take him.
Yeah, that's good.
He's
That's
a
good.
cool cat, and they just started liking each other, so.
Uh-huh. That's good. Well, I'm so glad you've been able to keep the cat that you have now. That's so
Mama.
awesome. Mama. She sounds like a wonderful cat.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Can I ask a question about the hospital? Is that okay? I'm curious about, you said you went to the hospital and then your truck got towed?
Yeah, I was at my mom's in the parking lot when it shouldn't have been.
Got you, okay. And were you able to get the truck back eventually? No? Just because of fees and shit like that?
Yeah.
How come, may I ask, and it's your personal medical info, so if you don't want to say, it's okay, but
I had a bad cold going on.
got you. Was this
I
around
get
COVID
walking
time?
pneumonia a lot.
Was this around COVID time, or is this like back?
No, this was back before that.
Got you. See, that's a really fucking shitty circumstance that like
Yeah.
you had to pay a terrible consequence with losing those animals, losing a truck.
All my things were
All
moved.
yeah, that's and that was like just because you were parked
'Cause I
somewhere.
wouldn't give them the title, they wouldn't give me my things.
Like what the fuck?
Wow.
Yeah.
That's
That was a bad experience.
It sounds like it. That's terrible.
It was. Because before that, it had gotten towed. And I talked to the tow truck driver, and I called my dad in Illinois, and he sent me, instead of $250 like I asked him for, he sent me $500.
Oh.
The truck had gotten towed, but the man that towed it was really cool.
Oh.
He didn't charge me any extra or anything like that. He just charged me the $250, and that's what I gave him, and I gave me my truck back. And it wasn't but a week or two later, it got towed again, and I couldn't do
Oh.
anything about it.
Wow.
So, yeah.
I'm so sorry to hear
Yeah,
that.
It was a mess.
Yeah,
But
and
that's when I was in the hospital.
And you were never able to get it back after that?
No.
Wow.
No. But I was actually panhandling on 6th in Colorado, and I seen the tow truck. And I started talking to him. I was yelling at him and stuff, and he said, "Come get your cat." So I went to go get my cat, and they said they had called and turned the cat in.
Oh.
They wouldn't tell me where or nothing,
Really?
so the cat was gone.
They didn't tell you where?
No, the one guy on the phone was an asshole.
Oh
The guy in the tow truck was cool,
Uh-huh.
but the other guy was not.
That's terrible. I mean, to like
That's what
to
we
not
deal
tell
with, you
someone
know?
where their own pet is
Right.
though.
That's what we deal
yeah,
with.
That's ridiculous.
Being homeless, you deal with jerks like that. So.
Mhm.
Some people don't care,
Mhm. Yeah. Have you had a lot of experiences like that with
Oh,
people
yeah.
just not caring?
People are just rude.
Wow.
They're just really rude, obnoxious.
Sounds like it. Like
Out here, even, they just look at it, they laugh at you, and it's like, whatever. Of course, I just tell them, someday you'll be out here, or your kids will be out here, so keep laughing. It's not
Yeah.
a funny matter,
it can happen to
whether
anyone.
it's my fault or not,
Mhm.
Yeah, I'm ashamed that I put myself here, but I'm here, and there's nothing I can do about it right now. I'm working on it, but
It sounds like you are
I'm
working on it
trying
and you're
really
doing
hard.
what you
I
can.
just want to get away from the roommate. Yeah. We kind of got into it before I got here today, so
Mhm.
I'm just done.
Mhm.
Overdone. So, and I want to get my cat out of there too, so.
Mhm. Mhm.
But anyway,
All right. Well,
I'll show
yeah.
you pictures of her real quick.
Thank you. And again, thank you for taking this time to talk to us. We really appreciate it. It was so interesting to hear, you know. Yeah, yeah. And thanks for telling us about your cat. She sounds awesome.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thanks for listening to Denver Street Stories. We aim to help change the narrative surrounding homelessness by providing a platform to amplify necessary voices. We hope to shed some light into a world often pushed aside, disrespected, or disregarded altogether. Our stories come from a myriad of people in different backgrounds that deserve to be heard and seen. So you should talk shit less, love, and listen more.